we're back.
Done.
And I'm gonna head back to finish exploring the areas that we rushed through a little bit to get Anna. Sell some things. Okay, what does this do? This lets me give my HP to someone else. This doesn't seem like a particularly useful spell because typically mages will have less HP than other people. So... Also, I already know Blood Bridge. I mean, like, I don't really see a reason to... why I may need to hang on to that for others. Magic Missile. These two, like, if I get another Magician, could maybe be useful. Okay.
Aye?
I'm gone.
Okay, I can also
Done.
talk to Anna and my other characters. I'm guessing Morty and Decan probably don't have anything new at this point. Anna likely has several things I can talk to her about.
All right.
Okay, and to start off with, we avoided killing the cranium rats here. So we can go do that real quick.
Your reasons for your incessant clicking are insert the Mon's name. The flesh knows that it suffers, even when the mind does not. Insert the Mon's name.
Done.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I... was this like a one-time portal? Huh. I mean, I guess that's interesting. I wonder what the item for that portal was. If anything. It was like a one-time thing. Doesn't seem like I can go back. It's kind of annoying, but the only thing I was missing was some cranium rats because I did loot the thing. I could also maybe turn debug mode on and get the like teleport option if I really wanted to, but I don't think it's that important. This is a huge bronze bell. This room must be the top of bell tower.
Done.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Ferret will just still like be hanging out here, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, maybe the next thing that we do is talk to Anna before we finish exploring the area down here. Still need to find some sort of ghoul food. Okay, let's talk to Anna.
Aye. What is it you want then?
So where's the place you found my body? The spot where I found your body lies behind the painted door in the Hive Red Light District. The door is on the northern street, north and east of the Smoldering Corpse Bar. Beyond the door is an alley where I found your body. Strange place it is. Not many Burks will go there. My accent, it's not as good as it was earlier. Some Burks with less courage than names say it's all a haunted it is. She spits and makes a semicircle over her heart. It's wash. Sometimes the wind blows through the alley and makes weird sighing noises. But that don't mean there's specters and haunts and the like. Anna, didn't I meet you in the hive before I found Farad? She nods a little wearily. Aye, you did. I haven't forgot you. When I asked about Farad, you told me he was south and west of the mortuary, when he wasn't. Aye, I did. And you'd have done the same if some scarred wreck came to you and asked where he could find your dad. She shrugs. You found him anyway, so I don't want to hear you carrying on about it, I don't. What were you doing by the mortuary? It's my territory. I was looking for debtors, I was. She looks you up and down this works. Found a walking one, I did.
Aye. What is it you want then?
Did you find anything on my body before you brought it to the mortuary? She looks at you warily, and her tail stops flicking for a moment, then resumes, slower than before. Mayhap I found something, but if I found anything, it's mine by right. It is. The other bits are in Farad's keeping. Anna, I don't have time for games. What did you find on my corpse? Well, you had some fist irons, you did, and a little bit of ink. But I left that for the dusties, so they think I was a wee bit honest. You had an ugly ring that I kept. She dips her finger into her arm bracers and pulls forth a small ring with a stone mounted on it. Worth thrice more than the irons it was. She studies the ring and squints. Too bad it's too ugly to wear. I'd like the ring back. She studies the ring with a frown, glances at you, then back at the ring. With a sneer, she flicks the ring to you. Didn't want the ugly thing anyway, I didn't. Fine. Now when you mentioned that some stuff from my body had gone into Farad's keeping, what did you mean? Aye, Farad takes a bit off each corpse when we find. He does. It's his right, being lord of the village and all. Off every corpse you find? That's a lot. Oh, aye. To hear tell, old Stutter Crutch has got a stash pit somewhere close to him. It's the only reason I can see why he set up Kip in that filthy crafty hall of his. Filthy drafty hall it is. Nothing but stinking shadows. Really? And that's where he puts the tribute he gets? Aye. She squints at you. Know what are you on about? You planning to bob him? After all that running around to get the sphere for him and then getting next to nothing in return? I'm tempted to... I'm warning you against such a thing I am. Farad can be daft and sometimes, but he's mean as all fiend spit when he gets worked up. And he loves his keepsakes, he does. But where would he keep it all? If he's been at the village for as long as he says, he would have amassed quite a collection. Well... She's silent for a moment. I know he's never left his hall to get his tribute when he needed it. He wouldn't want to walk far with that lame leg of his, though. Aye, that's true. But only if you don't watch him careful. He isn't lame, though he puts on a fair show about being weak in the leg. So that crutch of his could be a portal key? She frowns in thought, then slowly nods her head. Aye, there's a thought. She shrugs. I wouldn't know how you'd use it, though. Maybe you just have to have it. Okay. Learn some information.
What is it you want then?
Tell me about Farad. He's me dad. Well, not me real dad. He found me when I was a wee girl. She shrugs. He needed a collector to crawl into places the rest of his fat gullies couldn't squirm. So he took me under his crutch. I didn't think you and him looked alike much anyway. Her eyes narrow and her tail begins to laugh and lash back and forth. And what do you mean by that, then? I mean, it's hard to see any resemblance between that ugly, stupid, greedy, smelly gutter troll and you. Her face flushes deep red. Oh, is that so? And how do you see that? Okay, I have a vague feeling that I can get into like a cursing battle with her to increase Morty's insults. I don't know exactly what to say though. Um, Give me a second. I'm trying to find something here. Morty. What's Morty's skill called again? Litany of Curses. I think that's what it's called. Let me wait. I want to see what all the options are for increasing Morty's things. Okay, this doesn't actually say insults. Morty, litany of curses. Okay, when Morty learns new taunts, he is actually getting a +1 bonus to his litany of curses. Okay, yeah, he doesn't actually have anything with her. I must be misremembering that. Alright. Yeah, I mean, have you ever looked at yourself? Aside from the way you carry yourself, you're confident, sensible, and graceful, and that doesn't even take into account your obvious good looks. You have that rich fire red hair, sharp green eyes, and that striking profile. She stares at you. So that's all I meant when I said you and Verid looked nothing alike. She nods, still staring at you. She doesn't even blink. Are you listening to me? Anna suddenly leans in, and she bites you sharply on the neck, giving you a soft hiss. Rather than pulling back, she presses closely into you and whispers into your ear. Do you fancy your chances? Her tail begins to lash slowly back and forth, but the rhythm is more hypnotic than angry. You can feel Anna's heart beating fast in her chest, and the color rising in her cheeks. You suddenly become conscious of the fact that Anna's skin is smooth, soft. I want to tell you something, and you can't poke fun of me. Alright. Do you know, I like the way you smell. Oh, it drives me barmy in there than a chaos man it does. She sniffs up the side of your cheek, and she gives a low, eager hiss. I see the way you look at me, and I like it. You got hungry eyes, you do, and it makes me a fire. I want to bite you, soft like around the neck. She teases the side of your neck with her teeth, never breaking skin, and with every whisper you can feel her breath along your ear. Her hand slides up around the back of your neck and tightens, and you can feel her nails digging into your skin. I want to drag my nails along the back of your neck and force you to kiss me. I'd just like to interject here and point out that I'm not going to say anything to spoil the mood, Chief. I'll just float here and watch. Don't mind me, just sitting here floating and watching, that's me. You know, I can smell you from 50 paces. The smell of formaldehyde pouring off you, like one of them dusty shamblers. Maybe if you cleaned yourself up some, it'd be a right prize. Her eyes flash. I had to make passion with you so hard. You'd be knockoffs the spire. She steps back, her tail flicking lightly against your leg, and gives you a hard stare. So, do you fancy me? Grab her. Bite her back. You grab Anna, and before she can squirm, you bite her lightly on the neck, and as her teeth touch the skin, Anna hisses loudly. clawing like a cat, and tears away from you. I was only teasing you, you scarred vampire. Leave off. Despite her protestations, however, your face is flushed, and she's breathing heavily. And watch your mitts next time. She crosses her arm. You're making me red, yar. Wonder if any of these matters. You bite me, I bite you. If you don't like it, then don't do it. I'll do what I please, so I will. She sneers. She still seems to be a little bit flushed. You just keep your mitts off of me, you hear?
Aye. What is it you want then?
And when Ferd went to return the tribute he took from my body, he vanished for a while, and came back, but never left Ilwind Court. He knew where he went. Okay, that's the same conversation line as before. Can you train me in thieving skills? Yeah? She frowns. What are you on about? I'd like to shelve the art for a while, return to thieving. He looks skeptical, then rolls her eyes. I can do that, but to do it, you'll need to shut your trap and listen to me. And follow my lead, Jig. She looks you up and down. The first thing you need to do is change your stance. None of that loin jutting and leading with your stem that you seem to favor. Alright, Anna puts you through your paces. At the end of a short while, he takes a step back and nods. She seems impressed. Aye, you've got the hang of it. Quick to catch on, you are. Okay, I think we can learn more about the skills now. This will give us like a +3 and everything. Then I think if we get above 50, we can actually teach her stuff. I suspect I don't have more than 50. I'm gonna learn more about stealth. You know, it's well, the trick to not being seen is knowing where you are and how quick you can become part of where you are. There's some tricks I've learned. One is to hide in the place where someone's not expecting to look, like on the ceiling of a room, or even change your hiding place when they're looking for you. She smiles wickedly. There was one time I was hiding from this brace of hardheads, the law, and what I did was... And so, there the hardhead was, face down in the ditch water, his breeches gone, and the rest of his 3 fellas locked in the great-grandma's room, with her howling to the skies. She takes a breath. And there you are. If you put the same thing to good use, it might help you hide if you really need to. Okay. Do a few more of these. Yeah, removing your disarming traps. Well now, that's an easy one to give you. To give the knowing on. The most important thing is that someone has to set the trap, and that they know about it once they set it up. So be sure to look for signs when you're walking where someone keeps their valuables. There was one time when I was entering the grand mezzanine of the clerk ward, and the fact that the new carpet was new around the floor of the cabinet told me that I had fitted it recently. So I pried it with my dags, and dead sure there were acid stains on the stones beneath. So I knew to look for an acid blossom when I popped the cabinet and nicked his coppers. Okay. Picking locks? Picking locks? Well, I can tell you what not to do. First, be sure you carry a little oil or something, else to wet the tip of your lockpick in case the lock's stubborn. One other thing I've learned is, from old Scrutch, that's impossible to say, Ferret no less, is many of the locks in Sigil are actually patterned by this one locksmith from a stone's ages ago. And they have this common catch, yeah. So it was getting near peak, when the first fingers of dawn creeping in, and I knew they'd be searching the attics for me. But because the attic lock was sigil-born, I knew how to jam the catch so they couldn't force it, and bought me enough time to scarper away across the roof. The silver it did. Okay, and we can do one more. Picking pockets. Well, nicking someone's purse isn't as hard as you think, he shrugs. It's mostly a matter of doing it quick and gentle like, so they don't feel their purse getting lighter. If you're having a hard time of it, it may be in the way you're doing it. Show me. Well, I don't want to pick someone's pockets just randomly with you watching. Maybe some other time. Nay, try and nick some jink from me. I'll tell you what you're doing wrong. Where do you keep it? That's what you have to find out, if you want to be a true-blooded thief. As soon as you make a move towards her, she holds up her hand. Alright, stop. You already messed up, you have. You have to watch where you approach, you do. You can't just be thuckala in your muscle on your way up to your mark, especially when you looks like you do. She puts her hand on her hips and turns to look off to your side as if disinterested. You gotta act like the mark is nothing to you. Less than nothing. You don't care what he's got at all. Alright, so act like I don't care. What then? Then you gotta make sure you strike at the right time. I usually do it when I move by someone. You should do it right after you move by someone. Cause they'll be gone, probably too frightened to turn around to see where you've gone. And another thing you should do. So dress down a little. Maybe try not to look so threatening. And you might catch your mark off guard. Or off his gourd if he's been hitting the bub. Alright, so try to act non-threatening and relaxed like the target means nothing to you. Then strike when you're just out of his sight. Aye, that's the dark of it. Okay, Alright, let's check my thieving skills real quick. Okay, I'm not at 50 for any of them, so I don't think I can actually train her. So let's switch back to Mage real quick. And put my items back on. Ring +1 armor class. Okay, I need to take a break. Unfortunately. Okay, back. Alright, and I think I finished talking to Anna. Give her a ring though. Let's see here. I wonder who has the worst resist poison. Actually, he has no resistances. Is this a saving throw? Yeah, +3 to save versus poison. Eight. So this looks like the actual value. It has -2. Is that how I'm interpreting that correctly? 11. So if I do this... Okay, I mean, that would be better on her, but I also think getting her better AC is probably just more relevant than poison stuff.
Ready.
Okay.
I'm gone.
Still on the lookout for something to feed ghouls. Okay. I do think I checked a number of these containers earlier. So we're probably gonna accidentally look through a bunch of empty containers. But we also now have a special ability which lets us talk to dead people. The corpse is fairly fresh, within the last couple of weeks or so anyway. And large parts of it have been gnawed away by rat teeth. The forehead skin on the corpse looks like someone really brained this poor sod. After your questioning, it stirs. Who disturbs me? Who are you? It was Bert. Me and Loden. Me best mate. We's dead now. Where's Loden? Caught in some horrible trap crypt. We bolted from Gris and the thing that got him. Loden headed for a crypt we knew was bad, but he was so scared he didn't care. I heard him die. His voice sounds disappointed for a moment. He had all the swag from his run, too. And it were a good run. Trap crypt? Aye, spikes, blades, blood, grates in the ground. If Loden's still in one piece, he'll be in there. You go looking for him. Watch your step. What happened to Gris? Somewhat horrible. Opened a crypt, and she were there. Loden and me, we shoved Gris inside and bolted. Heard him screaming. How'd you die? I'm dead? Must be. Led the crypt's queen and ran through the combs. Loden, he went into a bad place. Me? I kept running. Ran right into the wall, bled for a while. Woke to rats chewing me. They ate me to death. Tell me about the catacombs. Used to be stomping grounds, wealth grounds. Was going to make it out of here, on bones alone. Too dangerous. Gris? The corpse falls silent. Okay, doesn't seem like that guy had much of anything. Okay, I want to make sure I talk to all the dead things that I can. Zoom in here a little bit, make sure I see everything. The corpse jerks visibly, as if electric current ran through it, and a gassy sigh skips its mouth. Greetings. Hannah shuffles her feet nervously. 'Tis best not to muck with the dead. Brings bad luck, so it does. Perhaps some questions. The corpse babbles with its liquefied tongue, and you can't not understand a single word. Okay, this one seems too far gone, I guess. Yeah. These skeletons don't appear to have been hurled from sarcophagi. They look as if they were fighting and had been cut down. Despite the peaceful appearance of a skeleton atop these biers, it is apparent the graves have been professionally looted. Okay, and let's go here first.
Why not?
All right.
And okay, I guess I can just go around in this counterclockwise instead of clockwise this time. I think I literally just checked these two, but double checking. Okay. This carven face sweats with damp air, with tracks cut into its face from the dripping water. Have you found the flask of which I spoke? Yes. A note of eagerness creeps into Glyve's dead voice. You have it? Pour some of its water across my lips, and I shall tell you what I promised you. Here you go. The clear water from the flask trickles across the stone lips, diluting the filthy flow that spews from the holes. As you watch, the tiss's water slowly dissipates entirely, the dirty taint of it replaced by clear, fresh water. Glyve groans in ecstasy. Do you wish your answer now or later? Give it to me now. Seek out the woman called Nimel. She resides in the clerk's ward, an upper sigil. I know not where exactly. Best of luck in your quest, immortal. The voice seems to fade as it speaks.
My journal.
Some questions. Huh. Okay. Wonder if I can,
I'm gone.
just make sure I ask him everything before he, talks. Okay, I think we've already done all the questions with him. So.
Updated my journal.
You know, boss, I was getting really sick of his constant pauses. Anyway, it's a good thing he shut up now. Very funny, Morty. Let's go.
I'm gone.
Okay. This looks like another, this body looks like it's been here, lying here for a long time. The corpse jerks visibly as if electric current ran through it, and a ghastly sigh escapes its mouth. Greetings. Okay. Another one that doesn't seem like it's actually, can be talked to. This face, like the passage above, appears to have been defaced in some sort of earthquake or explosion.
Die. Die.
The Karak sings true.
Claw. Okay, that's a magic and missile rod. We can probably just sell that. Is it only usable by mages? Yes. That makes it, like, less useful. It was something that a fighter or something could use. You could, yeah, it could potentially come in handy. Okay, it doesn't seem like this is a doorway or a portal, or if there is a portal, I don't have the thing for it. Okay.
Aye?
How the heck do I, turn on thieving options?
Right. I spotted a trap. Disarmed it.
Is it just, F1?
Hey, I spotted a trap.
Disarm failed.
Hey, I spotted a trap. Disarmed it.
I wonder if these are, impossible to disarm.
Hey, I spotted a trap. Disarmed it.
Seems like the hotkey only works if I first click the special ability, which is kind of annoying. Alright, I'm gonna need to avoid
Might as well.
that just had a skull and a leg bone, really? That's it? Maybe the leg bone will be useful for the ghoul. Okay, that's a
I'm gone.
actually some stairs, so
Endure, I
You're
shall
down there.
serve.
we will try to give the leg bone to the
What's
ghoul
up?
and see if that
Okay.
works. Next time we get there. These holes lead down into darkness. You can hear something moving down below. The stench of rotting meat
Yeah.
rises from them.
Okay.
Cranium rats. It doesn't look like there's actually that many of. Oh, they're running away. This is a sickening pool of dried blood and gore. It looks like there may be something of interest on some of the body parts in there. Huh.
All right.
I wonder if the rats that went away will come back. Okay, that looks like something we can click on. This body has been horribly mangled. It looks like it's been burned, stabbed, sliced, bludgeoned, and forced through a grate. It's in two halves, lying in a crusted pool of old blood. The voice that emerges from it, though, is practically jovial, and there's a tinge of maddened glee to it. Hey, Burke, what are you wanting? He answers to some questions. Mayhap I'll tell, mayhap I won't. Ask your questions. Who are you? Loden, eh? Me and Bert, and sometimes Chris, though he were nothing but a bossy piker. And he was with us this last time. We was kings of the catacombs. Don't know where Bert is. Probably dead. What happened to you? Made a wrong turn when we was run away from where we dumped Gris. Bolted in here, and before I realized my mistake, got diced and sliced up 20 ways to peek. Got my pieces shoved down the grate, and now, now not even the Dusties will pay for this lot. He lets out a wet chuckle that smells like swamp gas. And Gris? Story of its own. Mostly my idea was. And it came off all right at first. Bert didn't have no clue what I was doing. Did some looking around. Found out there was a ghoul made its home down here. And thought we'd take old Gris down there. Turns out the ghoul made more ghouls. And they nearly had us. Shoved Gris inside and took off like the lady herself is after us. Bettin' Gris is dead. Tell me about the catacombs. Weeping Stone is what we calls them on account of the water off in the ceiling and crying faces on the walls. Plenty of crypts down here, and plenty more we've plundered. More's the pity that we fell afoul of them. But it was bound to happen. I knew this place like the back of my hand, but it's all going dark on me now. Okay. Ooh, severed arm. This severed arm is as hard as a wooden club. It looks like it was severed cleanly at the shoulder, most likely by a scythe blade. And even though it looks many decades old, it is more petrified than rotted. It has an unhealthy gray pallor and is covered with scars. Intricate tattoos decorate its surface, spiraling up from the wrist, all the way to the remains of the shoulder. Upon closer inspection, you know for a fact that this arm is yours. How long it has been lying around waiting for you is anyone's guess. You can't explain why, but you feel like you should take this arm to a tattoo artist and have it explained. Tattoos might tell you something of what happened to your previous incarnation when this arm was still attached to him.
Done.
Okay, so we will do that. So that's what I thought was going to happen with the intestines earlier. I got the intestines mixed up with the arm. Anything else worth like clicking on in here? It's weird that this says like, looks like there may be something of interest on some of the body parts in there. Then doesn't seem like there's anything to actually like click on. Maybe if we go in line formation, we can avoid running into any of the traps here, maybe? Okay, that was probably close, but... Yep,
I'm gone.
these things are back. Kind of annoying that these keep repopulating.
I'm gone.
Okay. So we did that, quest with the face. Okay, another leg bone club. Probably don't need multiple ones here. I'm now wondering if my severed arm is what I need to give,
Ready.
give the ghoul for food, but I probably don't want to,
Right.
do that.
Disarmed it. Disarmed it.
Until I take it to the tattoo artist. Unless, like, it doesn't fully eat it. The names and warnings inscribed into the stone have been chipped away into illegibility.
Aye, why not? Got it.
The beer looks like it was carefully constructed, almost mechanical. Sledgehammer of some sort? Enchanted +1. It's
Huh?
worth selling.
Right. Hey, I spotted a trap. Disarmed it.
Done.
Oh my gosh. The fact that these keep coming back every single time I change the maps is annoying. But, okay, let's now kill these cranium rats here.
Die.
There were enough to do spells here earlier. I don't know if there still are. They seem a bit distracted at the moment. Oh, there we go. Seems there are still enough in here to cast spells.
All right.
Hey, where'd the other one go? I'm surprised they're still casting spells even though there's like only one left.
Stop staring at my tail, you skull.
Okay, what is this? Elysium's tears. Contained in this bottle are the tears of sorrow that were shed by by this person's relatives. All the rage and anguish of this person's senseless but death in battle are contained in this smiling bottle. By throwing this bottle at an enemy, their wrath can be unleashed. Alright.
All right.
Okay, this portal's still here, although I can't really... Don't imagine there's really
I'm
anything
gone.
worthwhile in here now, right? No. Can I leave?
I'm gone.
I hear your words.
Do I need to take this out of my pouch, or out of my bag? I'm supposed to be able to just have
Balance in all
I'm
things.
gone.
an empty pouch and be able to get out. It's not this side that had it? Oh, okay. Just on the wrong side. Alright. Sure, check all the dead bodies here. This body appears to have been equipped and outfitted after the flesh decayed from its bones. This body is freshly dead, but already been looted. Okay. That one doesn't seem to... Not enough left of that one to get anything. This body must have been undead. The wounds that killed it came a long time after the flesh disappeared from the bones. Yeah, one more corpse here. This sandy-haired collector's corpse is covered with nasty bites. The dead man's neck still writhes, as if it were trying to twist itself off of its body. He speaks with an effort. Hey, I'm Chad. I need your help. What's wrong with you? See this neck? It's stretching like taffy and contracting. Yeah, see this neck? It's stretching like taffy and contracting. Damn Vargul bit me. I'm dead, and I need to hold my head on if I don't want to be one of these damnable things. He's speaking with an effort. You gotta kill the Varguls down this passage. All of them. Save me from that. You got it. In return, I'll give you directions to a powerful magic item. Dead Sight tells me you might need it. What is it? Find it, and then I'll tell you. Not before. Fine, I'm gone. Yeah. I wonder if I'm not sure what they mean by passage. Is that like down here? No. Containers, a couple of things I can get here. Alright. Does this mean that like more of our ghouls have like appeared? Yeah. It's fine, they're weak enough that it doesn't really matter. Check down this one too, see if that's enough to satisfy him / the quest. Yeah, it seems fine. Okay. See if that makes him happy or if he's... there's more that we need to kill. Oh yeah, there we go. Thanks, friend. At least now I know I ain't going to be a Varghoul for eternity. You want your reward now? Tell me. Alright then. There's a reason the Drowned Nations are called that. There's a magic bottle that never stops its flow, a decanter, hidden in the Drowned Nation catacombs. You get that, and you get all the fresh water you'll ever need. Alright, where is it? You sneak past either the debtors or the rats into the Drowned Nations. Once you made it there, you head down the main passageway, 3 doors on your left. You'll pass under an arch, and then you take the first door on your left. It's in the arch closest to the back wall. I don't know the command word, but it'll still trickle some drops for you. You got all that, friend? I think so. I had some other questions. Come on. What do you want? Tell me about yourself. Me? I'm Chad. Used to be an artist. Money, fame, respect, women. And then it all fell apart. Joined up with Ferret and his crew, and became one of the best catacomb prowlers in the bunch. I could lift something from under the nose of the Ghoul Queen herself. Then I got cocky. And I got designs on one of the stone keeps, too. And that's what I call the serious catacombs down there. And I turned into Vargoyle food. Nearly became a Vargoyle myself. Held onto my head here by force of will alone. Good thing you came along. Tell me about the other collectors. Heh, there's a good many of us. Gris was the best, though. Behind me, of course. What about the catacombs? What can I tell you about the catacombs? Lots of monsters. And if you're smart, you won't waste your time down here. Come get what you need and get out. Too many of these places have traps, and too many have become home to things you'd rather not see. My advice to you, get out while you can. Okay. We're gonna take another break, and I will be back after the ads, which will be starting in about 4 or 5 minutes. BRB.